Hi guys, I hope you're having a wonderful day so far, and in today's video we will be organizing my closet and putting in some of the newest stuff for hopefully a baby boa constrictor one of these days that I'm getting. Hopefully I'm getting it this Saturday or Sunday, so I'll be showing you some of the stuff I already bought, and we still need the enclosure, but we still have quite a while time before Sunday, and I'll be showing you some of the stuff I bought, and I'll also be giving you an update on my ball python. So let's get into that. The boa I'm gonna buy, I was looking for a true red tail female baby, but they're very expensive and very hard to find true red tails. So I had to settle for a common boa, but I didn't take a morph or anything. I took the wild type because I still like the wild type. I don't know why, but I like the wild type, and I'll be showing you a picture of the snake I'll be getting. This one is the one I'm getting. It's not a very good picture because it was taken through glass at the breeder's house, and it was also, the snake was in shed when the picture was taken. We took this picture ourselves, and we know the snake is in good conditions, so I'm definitely Saturday or Sunday, I'm getting this new snake that I'll be showing you. Stick around for that video, but for now I'll be giving you an update on my ball python and showing you some of the stuff I already bought for the boa, and how to make some hides and humidity boxes and stuff at home instead of paying like $20 or $30 at the pet shop for them. And it's not so expensive, but some of it goes up to over $100, and it's quite expensive, some of those stuff, and you really don't need to buy it. You can make it yourself. It won't look as good, but you can make it yourself. That's what we'll be doing in this video today, and I'll also be showing you the stuff I already did buy for the snake. So let's get right into that. It's already a bit dark, so sorry about the lighting, guys. It's just my room light. I know it's nothing too fancy. I'll get better lighting. Let me just quickly do that. Okay, that's better. Now let me show you this is like a hide. You can see the snake can go inside there, and it's closed at the back, so it is technically a hide. This is like a ceramic type of thing. It doesn't look too bad. I'm going to show you the price now. The price that I paid for this is 65 Rand at Reptilia. That is a reptile store near me. They sell all kinds of reptiles and stuff like that, but as you can see, this is pretty good for, I don't think it's too bad for 65 Rand. Now let me show you the water dish that I bought. I kind of like the water dish, and I bought this one to match the water dish. I'll show you that quickly. Okay, here's the water dish. You can see it fits in like a corner of an enclosure like this, and then there's still some space here for a hide or whatever, and it fits perfectly in the corner of a 900mm enclosure for boas or ball pythons. You can fit it in any corner really. I'm just gonna be putting it like this in the back left of the enclosure. And this was, let me quickly show you. I just rinsed it out here, but I'm quickly gonna look at the price. Where's the price? As you can see, also not too expensive, but it still is quite expensive, but not too horrible. You can, of course, you don't have to use water dishes like this. Just use a nice steady glass dish that has a heavy bottom so that the snake doesn't throw it over. But those are some of the things that I bought. Let me show you the other things. Okay, starting off, we've got not one but two reptile mats. These are wonderful in most enclosures like ball pythons, boa constrictors, all sorts of stuff like that. You can even use it for bigger stuff like reticulated pythons, Burmese pythons, but still do research about the species of snake you're going to be using, or you're not using the snake, but what is the best substrate for it. These are 80 Rand each, so that isn't too bad. It's, in my opinion, easier to maintain and clean than substrate, and as well as cheaper. You don't have to replace them every once in a while. These last a long time if you use them correctly and wash them, like in my other video, which you can go, if you don't know how to wash these properly for the snakes or any reptile actually, go watch my other video about how to wash reptile mats. Now let me show you. I've of course got a heating pad and some other stuff, as well as a thermostat. I'll show you that real quick. Here's the heating pad. It's a pretty big heating pad, but a boa constrictor is a pretty big snake, and this is only gonna be for baby until about yearling, baby till yearling. After that it's gonna need a bigger enclosure. Then I'm gonna use that enclosure of the boa for a hawk-nosed snake, which I'll also be getting soon, hopefully. It is, if you know hawk-nosed snakes, you know they're super cute. They kind of small. This is the heating pad. It is, there's the price, 85 rand, and I've got this side. But well, as I was saying, hawk-noses are cute. They stay kind of small and they're not really dangerous. They're a good snake for, I'd say, a intermediate snake owner. Maybe don't get them as your first snake, because they can be kind of picky eaters, but you can still get them as your first snake. They're not horrible. This sign I also got, it was 40 rand, and this is how I am. I love my ball python, which I'll be doing an update on her now. But this is basically all the stuff I bought and some wiring. The thermostat I've got hooked up to my ball python's enclosure, so I can't really move it, but it's made for up to 7 enclosures, and I'm only going to be using it for 2, and if I get the hognose 3 enclosures, so depends. But let me show you the wiring I got, and I'll also show you the brand of thermostat I'm using for if you're interested. At Reptilia we also bought these wires, which aren't really fancy. They're just to hook up the heating pad to the thermostat and the thermostat to the wall. So this is basically what we got. This is about 4 meters, 3 or I'm not sure, 3 or 4 meters. We measured it there, but I can't remember if it was 3 or if it was 4 meters. But either way, we only need 2 meters, so it's more than enough. We'll have 1 or 2 meters extra, if not more. So let me show you the brand of thermostat I'm using. This is the box that the thermostat comes in. It is a pretty good thermostat. It can be used up for, if the cages are the same size and height, it can be used for up to 7 cages. And it can also be used for a lot bigger cages. You can see the different probes it comes with, and heat probes. Here you can see the temperature. You can set the temperature there and there for your enclosures. It's made mainly for snakes, but as well for leopard geckos, tortoises, whatever other things you can use it for. Infrared light, it's best to use for a heating pad because it's made for a heating pad, but you can use it for heaters and lights as well, but it's made especially for a heating pad. And if you use it for a light, what it will do, it will dim the light and brighten it as needed to maintain the correct heat. Just make sure you put the probe at the correct place. And if you want to know how to do that, I might do it in a future video of mine, setting up the boas enclosure. That video will be coming out next week Tuesday, because I'm getting it Sunday, and as we all know, I upload videos on Tuesdays and Fridays. So yeah, the price of this thermostat was at Reptilia as well. I love Reptilia, but it was 425 rand. That is quite expensive, but it can be used for up to 7 kgs, which is also good. I'll show you how it looks out of the box. Here you can see as the thermostat. This is the heating pads cord there. I'll show you in another video. I haven't got that much time in this video, but I'll show you how to hook up 2 or 3 cages to one thermostat like this, and or even more cages. If the cages are the same size and shape, like a 900mm cage, then you can hook up about 7 of them on this thermostat. It is maintaining the temperature perfectly, because I check it regularly with a heat gun and it shows perfectly exactly the same as the thermostat, so it's perfect. Oh yeah, and just if you were wondering, this is the heat gun I use. It measures temperature. It has a light like this. Let me show you. Okay, there it's on. Can't really see it now because of this light. Let me put it off quickly. You can see it now better. Measures temperature, and you can put it over to Celsius or to Fahrenheit. It has a laser that it points, but you can also switch the laser off then it reads the temperature just like that. Let me quickly read the temperature of my hand. Okay, this is the temperature of my neck, and let's see it in Celsius. So it is pretty accurate. That's without the laser. You see, it just measures like that. But with the laser, you see that it shows if the laser is on or off, and just like that, it shows. It's not the world's fanciest, but it works. It's a ray gun. A lot of fabrics and big companies use these. I don't know of any examples now, but a lot of places use these, and a lot of people at supermarkets and stuff take your temperature with these. But this is what I use for my reptiles, and it is 100% accurate at close range. You can also take temperature at a distance, but then it's not so accurate. But at close range, it's 100% accurate. Okay, I actually already made a humidity box for the boa. If you don't know what a humidity box is, it is basically, instead of getting the whole cage's humidity up, you just put damp sphagnum moss in here and on the heating pad, so that it is humid in here. So if the snake wants to be humid, it goes inside of here. This is on the inside. It's just an ice cream container. You can make it look fancy with adding rocks and stuff on the outside, but this works wonderfully if you use a humidity box. Since I've used this, I haven't had no stock shed issues. If you use one of these, you shouldn't have any issues with stock shed or anything either. And I'm just now realizing this video is getting kind of long, so let me just quickly show you what you can do to make a hide. Basically, for a hide, you're gonna take off the bottom and just take a soldering iron or soldering pen, whatever you want to call it, and just go like that. And you can change it. You can use different sizes of balls. Like, I'm just using an ice cream ball because the baby boa I'm getting is gonna grow fast, and he's already, or she, it's a female, she's already about this big enough to fit in here, to be comfortable in here. Maybe a bit too big for other dishes like butter and stuff like that. You can also use a dish that you would find butter in, but I just used a whole saw to make this hole, and it's pretty good if you ask me. But yeah, let me now show you how you can do it at home. If you want to make a humidity box at home and you don't have a hole saw, just take the soldering pen like I told you, or scissors won't really work. You can take a knife or scissors and cut that out, but it leaves sharp edges and your snake might cut themselves. So just take a soldering pen and solder that part out. And this video is already very long, so I'm just gonna finish this video by showing you my ball python. As you can see, I also use a humidity box for my ball python, and it works flawlessly. She's inside there right now, and she's gotten a lot bigger. Let me show you her to you. As you can see, here she is. I'm actually gonna feed her now, that's why I have this container here, but let me quickly put her in there. I'm not gonna be showing it in this video because a lot of you are squeamish around it, and this is just a video on showing you how you can make your hides. Not really showing you how you can do it, but just how I do it, basically. And as you can see, she's gotten a lot bigger. Now, let me quickly feed her off camera. So I hope you have a wonderful day or night or afternoon, whenever you happen to be watching. And I'll see you next Friday. That's actually in 2 days, but I'll see you Friday.